the garden under the ground. "Oh, I am very tired, Mother," he said. "I must sleep." Aladdin closed his eyes and slept for many hours. The next morning he opened his eyes and said, "Mother, I'm hungry." "My son, I'm sorry," she said. "We have no rice or meat in the house. We have nothing. I must sell your new coat and get some rice with the money." Then Aladdin remembered the lamp from the garden. "Wait a minute, Mother," he said. "Take this lamp and sell that first." "That dirty old thing," Aladdin's mother said. "I must clean it first." She began to rub it, and whoosh! Noise, fire, and red smoke came from the lamp, and out of the smoke came a very big genie. "I am the slave of the lamp," cried the genie. "What is your wish, mistress?" Aladdin's mother was afraid and could not speak. But Aladdin said, "Bring rice and meat to us. We are hungry." The genie went away and came back in a second with rice, meat, bread, and fruit on 12 gold plates. He put the plates in front of them and went away. Aladdin and his mother ate and ate. Then Aladdin took one of the plates to the market and sold it for 2 pieces of gold. Every day after that, Aladdin rubbed the lamp, and when the genie came, Aladdin said, "Bring us rice and meat." And every day he sold the gold plates. Soon Aladdin and his mother were rich. Chapter 4. Aladdin's Love. 5 years later, Aladdin had a shop in the market, and 3 market sellers worked for him. The sellers liked Aladdin because he was good to them. The market children liked Aladdin too, because he gave them money when he walked past. Everybody liked Aladdin. Aladdin's mother never called her son a good-for-nothing now. They had a nice house near the gardens, and she had many beautiful things. But only Aladdin and his mother knew about the magic lamp and the genie. One day, Aladdin heard a noise in the street and stopped to listen. "The Sultan's daughter is coming," he heard. "Princess Badur al-Budur is coming." 6 slaves carried the princess through the streets in a litter, and the people stopped to watch. "Princess! Princess Badur al-Budur!" they called. Aladdin watched when the litter came past him, and he saw the princess's face. She was beautiful, with big, dark eyes, the most beautiful woman in Arabia. The litter went past Aladdin, but for some minutes he did not move. Then he ran home. "Mother! Mother! I saw the Sultan's daughter, Princess Badur al-Budur, in the street. Aladdin's face was white. "I must have the princess for my wife." "But, Aladdin," his mother began. "No buts, mother. I love the princess, and I want to marry her. Go to the Sultan and ask for me." "Me? Go to the Sultan's palace? Oh, no, no, no," Aladdin's mother said. "Listen, my son. The daughters of a sultan do not marry poor boys from the city." "But we are not poor now, mother, and we can give the sultan something for his daughter. Wait." Aladdin went away and got the fruit from the magic garden under the ground. Now, of course, he knew it was not fruit, but white, red, green, and yellow jewels. "Take these jewels, mother, on a gold plate," he said, "and give them to the Sultan." So the next day, Aladdin's mother carried a gold plate with many beautiful jewels on it to the Sultan's palace. She went into a long room, but when she saw the Sultan, his vizier, and all his slaves, she was very afraid. So she waited quietly in the room and spoke to nobody. In the evening, she went back home again with the jewels. Aladdin was very angry with her. "Mother, you must speak to the Sultan," he said. "I have no father to do this for me. You must help me. I must marry the princess. I love her." So the next day, and for many days after that, Aladdin's mother went to the palace, but she was always afraid to speak. In the end, the Sultan saw her and asked his vizier, "Who is that woman? Why does she come to the palace every day?" The vizier spoke to Aladdin's mother. "Do you want to speak to the Sultan? Yes? Come with me." The vizier took Aladdin's mother to the Sultan, and she put her head on the ground at his feet. "Get up, woman. Why do you come here every day?" the Sultan asked. "Speak, woman." "Your Majesty," Aladdin's mother said quietly, "I have a son, a good young man. He is called Aladdin. He loves your daughter, Princess Badur al-Budur. He cannot sleep or eat because of her. He wants to marry her." The Sultan laughed. "What? Marry my daughter? Your son?" "Your Majesty, these jewels are for you, from my son, Aladdin." And Aladdin's mother put the gold plate with the jewels in front of the Sultan's feet. Everybody looked at the jewels, and the long room was suddenly very quiet. Then the Sultan spoke. "These are very beautiful jewels," he said. "No man in Arabia has jewels more wonderful than these. "Your son is a rich man, a good husband for my daughter." The vizier did not like to hear this, because he wanted the princess to marry his son. "Your Majesty," he said quietly in the Sultan's ear, "my son is a rich man too. Give him 3 months, and he can find better jewels than these." "Very well," said the Sultan, and to Aladdin's mother he said, "Your son must wait for 3 months, and then perhaps he can marry my daughter." Aladdin's mother went home to tell Aladdin, and the vizier went away to speak to his son. And every day, for 2 months, the vizier's son came to the Sultan and gave him gold and jewels and many beautiful things. For 2 months Aladdin waited happily. But one day his mother came home from the market and said, "Oh, Aladdin, Aladdin, the